Hello and welcome to another blog highlight video. I'm Isaiah Henkel with Cheeky Scientist. This week's blog is a great one. The title is My Career Took Off When I Finally Ditched My Limited Academic Mindset. So believe it or not, you have a limited academic mindset if you are a PhD who has not left academia yet. Okay? Why is it limited? It's because of something called psychological anchoring. Okay, you're used to getting paid very, very little, right? We know the averages for PhD student stipends for postdocs are extremely low. They're half to a third of what you're actually worth in industry. Sometimes for the PhD student stipends, even less. This makes you feel like you're not valuable. This makes you get used to seeing yourself as not valuable, not realizing how much you're worth, not asking for as much as you're worth. And we see this with PhDs who transition. They get a first offer from a company, and most of them, their first instinct is to accept it no matter what, even if it's $20,000 less than what somebody else without a PhD is making in that same position. Okay, so this is what we mean by getting rid of a limited academic mindset. And what I love about this article is that it talks about a lot of different strategies about how you can shift your mindset from a limited academic mindset to a successful industry professional mindset. Number one, realize that for a company, making money is very, very important, and that's okay. You know, we've been told in academia that it's a bad thing to want to make money, but there's no reason you can't do meaningful work and be paid well for it. Money is not evil as long as you're using it to better humanity, right? To push a field forward, to have a larger impact. And companies, just like universities, can exist if they don't make money, if they don't turn a profit, right? Of course, you can get grant funding if you're a university, but you have to eventually create something of value that people are going to pay for it to exist. This is not a bad thing. It can be a very, very good thing. And the more you understand that, the more you'll understand how to speak the language of business. You'll be able to frame things in terms of the value that they're going to bring to other people or to the market. This article talks a lot about that. You should definitely check it out. Also, stop feeling like there's not enough to go around. We have a very limited mindset in academia because we're used to sharing reagents, using instruments that are 10 years old. We're used to, basically scraping up breadcrumbs off of the floor, things that are left over that people have donated to academia, right? We've begged for money to get a grant, and we're sharing this grant with 10 different labs just so we can get one instrument that we have to share with 10 different people, right? We have one hood for 45 postdocs. It's a very common thing, and it gives you a limited mindset. You have to start having an abundance mentality, okay? That's not just a fluffy word. It means that, look, there's a lot to go around out there, especially in industry. PhDs are in demand in industry. There are so many PhDs who get their first job in industry, and they're blown away that the company will buy them 3 of the exact same instrument just so that there's never a waiting line to use that instrument. Just in case one breaks down, there's 2 more in the backup. Robotics, right? What you're doing right now in academia, for the most part, I guarantee you is being done by a robot in industry, right? So you need to open yourself up mentally to realize that your biggest value is your mind, right? Coming up with experiments, creativity, strategy, these skills that you've learned as a PhD, maybe without knowing it, not your ability to push a pipette or to type in code, okay? Very important for you to understand. Number 3, understand results are really all that matter in industry, okay? The question you need to ask yourself, like if you're writing a resume or you're writing your LinkedIn profile, is so what? Too often PhDs focus on their job duties. They focus on really a peer-reviewed timeline of their work history, of their study, of their publications. These things don't matter. They're past-focused. In industry, they care about the future. They're future-focused. They want to know how what you've done before is going to fit you into what they need you to do now, today, as well as in the future. Okay, so you have to start thinking future-focused. You have to start talking about how the things you've done are relevant to what the company needs you for in the future. Very important. Number 4, think beyond publications and move towards wanting large-scale influence. It's all about having an impact, okay? Knowledge for knowledge's sake is great, but I want you to think past that. Think translational. Think about how your scientific or your engineering expertise can be translated into a product that helps people. That's how people in industry are thinking, and that's how they want you to think. There's several other points here, 3 to be exact. I want you to check out the article now. We'll put the link above this and in the comment section below. Until next time, remember your value as a PhD and start thinking and acting like a successful industry professional.